That's better, right? The way it is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back outside, back at this spot, back in the building.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We we've been away for a couple of weeks. We have a lot
Been
of
off
things
and
going on.
on, inconsistent, but we back at it.
Just a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody has been enjoying themselves. Welcome everybody in. This is
Vision broadcast where we keep it real about life, love, and everything in between. We are your hosts, John and Erin, and around here we're not afraid to talk about the sweet, the messy, and the truth. Most people are they avoid. So sit
Sit
back,
back, relax,
relax,
and
and
let's
let's
get
get
into it.
to it. Tonight we are talking about what's the
Would
topic?
you marry you? Would you marry you?
Marriage.
You know what I mean?
First, we have to do our cheers and cheers to life and love and prosperity.
Absolutely. Cheers to those.
We got me with the big old mason jar,
That's correct.
breaking glasses and shit.
Like,
But we're talking about well, we're asking the question, and this is the question that everybody can answer. If you want to chime in, we welcome you to chime in.
this is would you marry you? You
And
know,
comment, answer that question. Would you marry you? Are y'all ready to get married? Whether you're still in a relationship or considering marriage, thought about it, not sure, would you marry you?
so I'll start off with this. The big question is, if you met yourself today, knowing everything you know about yourself, your habits, baggage, communication style, finances, friendships, expectations, flaws, and strengths, would you honestly choose you as a husband or wife? That's what we're going to get into today. It's going to be a lot of accountability involved in this particular session today. Yeah.
And it's not to shame anybody,
No, because we had to go through it too.
just to make both sides ask, am I actually marriage material
Mm-hmm.
or do I simply want someone who is? So
Right.
this kind of stemmed off from our last show, and we just thought it was a good topic to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are.
Would you marry?
But we'll start off with the guys. And guys, feel free to chime in, whoever's watching. What does marriage material actually mean for men? Let's
Then you,
hear.
you go ahead and tell men what you think marriage material is, and I'll do.
So, what makes a man marriage material? Integrity. Does his word mean something? Things like his emotional maturity, financial responsibility. Not necessarily, you don't have to be rich, uh, but just know how to handle your money. Uh, be responsible with it. Leadership without being controlling, being consistent, being faithful, knowing how to hold yourself accountable. If you have the ability to communicate without shutting down,
Okay,
that
so let's pause it right there and discuss a few of them.
yeah, because you got a long list.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
discuss a few of them. So, what do you think emotional maturity in a man or a husband looks like?
Emotional maturity in a man,
Mhm.
being able to express yourself, uh, being able to uh, hold deep conversation and see the opposing side, whether you don't always have to have conversations to agree with one another, but be able to hold those those conversations in which you can gain that other person can gain a better understanding of you, and then you're able to accept all criticism, any kind of criticisms or anything like that. The other person should be judging. It shouldn't be like a judgy type of conversation. But you're able to still, you have thick skin. You know what I mean? You're
Hmm.
not like easily um, breakable, so to speak.
So, do you think that someone who doesn't have the necessary thick skin isn't husband material or is less than husband material?
Not necessarily. It just could be just certain things that are his weakness. She could be his. She can chime in and be that strength for him. But as long as there is that open communication and gain understanding, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so what do you think leadership without controlling means for a man?
Not necessarily just the man telling somebody what to do. Being able to lead by example, one, like, you know, lead by example. That just kind of says its own thing himself. Lead by example.
I mean, so what example would you like him to be setting as a man? What example do you need him to be setting? Because he can come up with a bunch of examples or leading without talking. And it can be leading y'all nowhere.
Lead is by example of how you're actually wanting to build the family up
Okay,
and actually like stick to it.
I get that. Okay. Um. So what's what else is there?
There's a lot. You got a long list over here.
So what do you mean? What does well read it and so we can
You got accountability, faithfulness. Well, we all know what faithfulness is.
mhm.
Consistency, being consistent. Sometimes you might slip a little bit, but it's always important that you know where you're slipping and get back on track. Don't let it just be a downfall.
Mhm.
Uh, be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Mhm.
Mhm.
Being able to provide safety emotionally and physically
Mhm.
to your partner, to your wife, because she has to be able to feel safe in the relationship. That is one of the most important things for your spouse, your wife. She needs to feel that safety from her husband.
Emotionally
Yes,
and physically.
emotionally and physically, spiritually. If you can do that, yes,
Well, mentally.
mentally, all of the above.
Huh? So how would somebody give you emotional safety as a husband and mental safety as a husband?
That's an iffy topic for me because I'm kind of unemotional. So you elaborate.
Well, then how about do mental? How can
Mentally, like don't try to.
but you see, it's not necessarily just about you. It's about the other people. That are listening. How can they be most
No,
emotionally?
I understand. I don't have too much to say about it.
I get it.
About that per se.
What up, Jane?
That's all.
I got you.
So you can elaborate on that part. But as far as mentally, like don't play don't play with my head. Don't try to.
Cat, what up?
What's goody, y'all? What's goody? But yeah, don't try to uh,
Gaslight and all those
right.
things.
Yeah, it's such a huge word over the
Uh,
years.
right, gaslighting, madness.
Gaslighting and narcissism
Mm,
are huge words.
okay, so what else is
Then there is having direction and purpose. That's,
willing to sacrifice for all of that?
hey, you can pick up on some of these things too. This is a long list.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so willing to sacrifice. What you're gonna, as a husband, as a man, potential husband, whatever the case may be, you're willing to sacrifice. You have to take away the me, the I, and really start to think about us and we, and how everything you do as the leader or as the husband or potential husband has the ability to affect everybody involved. So that's where you have to really start taking control of yourself and really understand that sacrifice is part of the game in a marriage. Because she's gonna see you sacrifice, and she in turn, if she is truly your partner, is going to also sacrifice. There are going to be times where you're going to want to do things for yourself that you can't do presently, especially if your wife and the children may need something before you do. Now, don't get me wrong. I say there is some time you should be able to do something for yourself, but certain sacrifices have to be made in order for
It
a certain time for sacrifices. You know what I mean?
I disagree.
Hey, you and Big Mike come over and join the podcast whenever y'all ready. Absolutely,
I feel like you should still. It don't have to be a monetary sacrifice.
I agree with that.
Something you need to be able to do something for yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying you shouldn't be, but sometimes you
It's,
have to sacrifice. Some saying you can't do it at that. So when you
yeah.
take your time to do it, then do it. But sacrifices have to be made sometimes. You know what I mean? So also have a direction and a purpose. If you're going to be a man, if you're going to be a husband, well, this will makes you a husband. Um, you can't expect her to follow some shit or follow you somewhere, and you'd have nowhere to go, dog. You have nowhere to go. Where is he following you to? The closet, outside, homelessness, financial ruin. Where is he following you to? You know what I mean? Where you going? Where are you following? Where is she following you
And
to?
she's gonna support you naturally if you're solid about where y'all going.
Have a direction, have a purpose, and nothing should deviate from your purpose. That's something y'all should be communicating. Babe, this is what I'm trying to do with myself. I need to do this. This is what's going on. This is how I need you to support me. You gotta have a plan, big time. Can't expect her to follow if you can't lead because you don't know where you're going. Where you going? You know what I mean? Where you going? All right. So also be a
Being
good
a good
father and have the potential to be one. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think there's any women that want to deal with a man who has children that he don't see or don't try to do anything with or don't try to be around or anything of that nature. How can she expect you to be even remotely close to being a father to her children if she has any, or even want to build or have any children with you if you don't even have the potential to even show that you could be a father? You know what I mean? It's a tough go out here.
knowing how to handle conflict, that's a big one too.
Mhm.
How do you carry yourself when problems arise?
But we do that all the time. We do have couples nights all the time. We'll include y'all to the mix.
Ooh, I don't play space.
She'll play spades. It's tragic. Send help. I'll be trying to get her together.
I'm just
She knows the basics,
play. I know how to play
but she
spades.
don't like the competition of it,
Card player,
and it's terrible. Cause I'll be out there like, what are you
and I'm
doing?
getting up.
No, no.
Maybe one day. Maybe. I don't know. When I get drunk,
Yeah,
maybe.
you probably be talking a little shit
But
then.
I'm just not a competitive card player.
All right,
But
so
we'll see.
well, being able to apologize without making excuses, that is accountability. You know what I mean? Uh, don't make excuses. Oh, because well, I did this because you did this. Shut your ass up. That's not where we at, right? Eat your shit and swallow it, and it's nasty. It's disgusting. Eat your shit
Absolutely.
and swallow hard, and then do better. Yeah, I mean that's a change behavior. That is the basic. What's in that glass?
All right, what's that? Oh, this is my good old Paul massage
And some
and some
ginger ale.
what you make?
Ginger
Ginger
ale.
ale. He broke my regular glass and he had to put it in a mason jar.
Yeah. World championship shit. Um,
That's my drink of choice. Um,
I'm drinking that with her tonight, though I'm a Crown guy. But so the last thing I think, most importantly, well, not most importantly, but to add to it for men is still be committed when when it's inconvenient. You know what I mean? When shit get ugly, you still got to be in there. You know what I mean? Because it's never gonna be all sunshine and rainbows all the time.
I think that's one thing that's changed for us
Hmm.
a lot.
What?
You think so?
What?
Like we know how to turn things around instead of kind of staying in
It's still
the
work
shit.
we need to be done though. But yeah, for the most part, we do turn, try to make it a quick turnaround from it. You
Like what
know,
kind of work?
communication still, it's still some shit you be just hyped up about.
What she said? Massage. Oh, a mason jar at the best.
Hmm. All right, so but what doesn't make him marriage material? What doesn't make a man marriage material?
What doesn't make him marriage material? There's a lot of things that don't make you marriage material. Having money but no character.
Yeah, because you can have a whole lot
Yeah,
of money
be a millionaire,
and
but
be a piece of shit.
still a piece of shit.
You can be a piece of
Could be
shit.
attractive, no emotion, not emotionally, yeah, not emotionally available.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You could be there just
just to
oh he
be
looks
eye
good.
candy.
Yeah. He be eye candy with no soul. That's some bullshit. Um wanting a submissive wife while refusing to lead or refusing to submit.
She said we should do a comedy session.
Right. Wanting to do wanting a submissive wife without
While
while
refusing
refusing to
to
lead.
lead. Mm.
I think
Hell yeah, that's
see I think a
yeah.
lot of dudes think they're leaders.
They just want to have the title of husband
Yeah,
or
or a
leader.
leader and don't want to
Yeah,
do the
I'm
work
the man in
that
this
it
house.
comes,
Fuck it.
but they don't want to do the work that comes with being a leader.
Right.
Because you got to lead from the needs of the team, which also means you have to submit in some sort of shape, form, or fashion. I don't know what you think is going on
Just
out
like
here.
that video, I seen you loved it today too. But what's his name?
Hmm.
Dr. Bronner.
Mm,
the pastor,
mhm.
where he said, no, who was that said that?
I don't know.
He
Who's
said
who's
to have a wife, if you want to be a leader, if you want to have a submissive wife, the husband has to be submissive too, but under
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has to submit to God,
Absolutely.
and then she'll submit to you.
Yep.
Plain and
You
simple.
gotta be doing that work. You got to be doing that work.
And that's not easy for a lot of men.
It's not easy for a lot of people, period.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely, if a man's supposed to lead it, we supposed to set the tone. Then we have to pay attention to the music we playing. You know what I mean? We gotta. Oh, we love you too.
Mhm. Too.
Yeah, I mean, we also have to. We also have to pay attention to the tone we set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She'll follow whatever it is we. If we set a tone of toxicity and shit like
You
that,
got
we
toxicity
in
right
turn
back at you.
will in turn get toxicity. Oh, she toxic. Well, hey baby, hey player, what are you giving out? What are you giving out? Yeah, man, you gotta you be setting the tone. What are you giving out? I mean, you can't expect her to lead. I mean, you can't expect her to be submissive. If you ain't submissive to something.
Thinking that providing financially excuses disrespect. Heck no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. That's the I got the goal, I make the rules mentality. If you don't have to work, you don't have to do nothing. You shut the fuck up when I tell you to shut the fuck up, and I can go out here and do what the fuck I want to do because you in the hand, you loving it. You know what I mean? You don't have to work. You chilling. All your clothes taken care of. All the bills taken care of. I'll give you money in your pocket, and I can still go out here and fuck and fuck off and with all these other girls. Put my hands on you, tell you to shut the fuck up. No, that ain't how that works. You know what happens after that? You have your shit took. That's what happens after that. You have your shit took. You know what I mean? It's far cheaper to keep her. You know what I mean? The only way you're gonna keep her is to really be putting in the work to keep her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I hear all the time people dudes be like, man, I don't want to get married because I don't want to get divorced. Well, if you're looking to get divorced from the jump, you probably shouldn't get married. You know what I mean? That's what you're looking for to get divorced from the jump. Then I mean, plus you have to have some discernment on who it is you choosing. Put your dick away for a minute. You can actually see who it is you dealing with. You know what I mean?
Fact.
You know what I mean? Put your dick away for a hot second. You know what I mean? You can really get to know what's going on. You know, it's easy to uh, lust and get yourself into some shit. And now you found out this is that she's a psychopath or he's a psychopath. But um, now it's a little too late. You like to grow up, and now you in here, and you done got married, and you wake up, and it's like misery.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So you put your dick away, and then really have a conversation, and really start building and seeing who it is you're dealing with. That's how you gonna make that shit stay.
What else? Thinking that cheating is acceptable because men are men.
That is trash. I think cheating is a choice. You make a decision to cheat. That's the only. You know why men cheat? Because they fucking want to. Same reason why women cheat. It's nothing else. It is nothing else. I want to cheat. You can come up with all bullshit excuses you want to come with to to say why you cheated. But at the end of the day, you
It's
cheated
a
because you
decision.
fucking wanted to.
It's
You,
still a decision
you
that
made
is
a decision to
expected.
cheat. I mean, that's some bullshit. Yeah, I
Being
mean,
controlled by your mother, friends, or social circle.
you know what that is. Right, elaborate.
Ah! That's just
That's for a man though. So
yeah, but that goes for both sides though too.
I agree.
When you as soon as you enter somebody else into that marriage, it's not gonna be uh beneficial at all. Like, right?
Yeah, as soon as you start letting
As
other
soon as you let somebody else's thoughts, ideas of how your marriage is supposed to go
based on their life.
based on their life, and they probably single. It's not a good look at all.
So, what makes a woman marriage material? What do you think makes a woman marriage material?
Being emotionally mature, being loyal.
Pause.
Oh,
What does emotional maturity look like in a woman, in a wife? I'd like to hope you know. What does emotional maturity look like in a wife?
I, the same. It's being able to express your feelings. Uh, Why are you looking at me like that? Being able to express your feelings to your spouse, to your husband, right? And being able to allow his ideas and what he's got to say and listen. Ooh, or this is sorry. I'm still growing. I'm still growing.
I agree.
That damn emotions, man.
So, this is what I think emotional maturity looks like in a woman:
Mm,
the ability to be vulnerable with her emotions and be able to communicate them properly, and at the same time, be able to give him a safe place to be able to um,
yeah.
emotionally be able to give his emotions to her without it being used against him later. Be able to take that without it being uh, go into a defensive mode. What up, Thomas? You know, you don't want that either. Hey, if he comes to you and say, "Babe, this how I'm feeling about this," or "This how I'm feeling about this," well, I'm only doing this because of this. You're not really allowing him to be vulnerable. So now it's making him take it back from he's not going to want to communicate that to you. That's where I think emotional maturity in a woman is, and her to be able to do the same and be able to take accountability and give it without it being disrespectful um, and being on the defensive. That's what I think. Think you do that well?
I receive. I receive you, but I don't give.
You need to get
Which
back.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
stop
growing.
stop fucking
Yeah.
playing and shit.
It's been growing.
All right. So what else for a woman?
Loyalty. That's my thing right there. And loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Uh if I'm with you, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Okay.
That's how it should be.
Respect.
Respect.
Pause right there. Ladies, look at me in my face. Look in the whites of my eyes.
Lord.
I need you to understand this. How a man feels love is if you respect him. That is that and that alone. If
Mm.
he feels respected, he knows you love him. Because it's hard for you to love somebody you don't respect. You know what I mean? But that respect for us is numero uno. You know what I mean? How you show us respect is to be able to come to us in all decision making because we'll come to y'all in all decision making.
But we have to feel comfortable in doing so.
Yes, I mean, but
So
respect
that's
is
that's part of you setting that tone.
yeah. That's if the tone is set, then the respect should be there off the top. You know what I mean? Like if you come to me about something before you make a decision, which you're still working on that as well. Um, the final say should be for the betterment of the team, or as long as it's not gonna hurt the team in any way, that should be what the final say is. If there's something coming up, and I come to you for counsel and be like, "What do you think about this?" and you give me a reason to be like, nah, but think about this, this, and this. Then all right, bet then that's off the table. However, it should be the same thing for a man. If you coming to him, uh, and he's the final say, be like, hey, all right, so it's no. Like an incident we had when I forgot exactly what was going on, but you did something with the house, and I was like, he was like, you didn't. He was like, well, I don't say nothing about what you do with the place.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, that's why I did. I said, but the one time I say something, you don't listen to it. That's the shit that pissed me off. Because I let you do your thing. Except when I say something, and it's that.
What you mean? When you say what?
If I say no to something after letting you just run do your thing
Uh-huh.
constantly, and I just say no to one thing, and you still do it, that's the shit that
No.
piss me off. Yeah, and that'll get you like, oh, really? The fuck? Now we got an argument. You know what I mean? Because the one time I don't say nothing, you like, oh, well, the one time I say something, you're like, well, he never says nothing before, so I'm just jump out the window.
Kind of give you my thing about that. The thing about that is, it's like you're saying no to something that is gonna go with my whole idea. You know what I mean? So if I don't do that one thing, it's like totally incomplete, and it's just like everything out the window. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Because no, no,
like if I say I'm gonna do this whole living room over, and you say no to putting up curtains, like what? I'm doing
listen,
everything
listen, if I said
to this living room to
no,
make
look,
it look good,
if
and you
I
say
no,
no
look,
curtains. What?
if I said
That's
nothing,
incomplete.
if I said nothing about anything you did, and then the one time I said something about something that was about to come up, that right there should be like, okay, well then he really doesn't want that because he hadn't said shit about nothing else I did. So I'm just not going to do that because
So
he actually said something
so
about
here's where the compromise coming. You got to hear my mouth for a few. You just have to accept that, and then we just just hear it out. I might bicker or whatever, have an attitude, but it's just
or 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 you could just be like, all right, since he didn't say anything else
we just
about
have an
the
attitude.
30,000 other things I did, and this one time he said something, it's probably I should just be like, all right, fuck it, I got away with all the rest of this shit. He didn't say nothing, or that, it could be that.
Maybe it just depends.
Mm. All right, so another thing is accountability for ladies. Something
we can hold ourselves.
that is bullshit. I can give you an example right now. Just a random. No, I'm gonna give you an example of not account. No, I'm not talking about. Yeah, see, yeah, I know we're not talking about us, but I'm talking about this random uh lack of accountability.
Let's hear it.
Like what's going on right now with that lady who off her children.
Oh, the what's her name? Clancy.
Yeah, and because of postpartum.
Hmm.
I know nothing about postpartum, so I can't say anything to that.
Right.
However, if you're feeling that bad, let those children go with their feelings.
But you don't know nothing about postpartum,
Right.
so how can
But
you?
what I'm saying is there are women that are defending it as opposed to holding her accountable for the decisions she
Yeah,
made.
but
I mean, she still made a decision to do that. You know what I mean? I don't
it's a
know.
terrible set of circumstances. She should have. She should have. probably sought help.
I agree with that.
And she probably should have had somebody by her side
Now,
to
now
help
if her
her.
husband, now if her husband wasn't really truly supportive, or she wasn't communicating properly to him about how she's feeling, then that goes on both.
'Cause
Well,
sometimes
I mean, because men, we will never understand that. You know what I mean? We
exactly.
will never understand. But if she hasn't been communicating that to
But there's not always that opening for
him,
communication.
okay, I agree with that too.
Like, I'll give you an example of what happened today because I was in a mood,
Hmm.
and then you just walk out the damn room. You asked me a one question, I answered the question, and then you walked out the room.
After I said, well,
And it's like, it's just everything is just as matter of fact to you. You know what I mean? It's more emotional for us. It's more of an emotional thing. Like in the back of my mind, like I really just wanted you to stay in there, ask more questions, and
holy shit!
however, it's not easy to just be like, "Man, just stay in here with me." That's why I just said that's like calm down. Let me finish.
You know I'm gonna rebut that shit because I'm gonna ask.
You'll never understand. You'll never understand, especially now. Perimenopause, that damn Perry, that bitch, Perry,
Listen,
perimenopause coming through. Like you'll never understand
let
that.
me ask you a question.
Oh Lord,
Did I not say? Is there anything? Well, what else is there you want to? How else are you feeling? And what was your response to it?
ew.
No, 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 no. What
You
was
know
your
what I'm
response? I said everything I need to say. Cool. What do you want me to say after that? What do you want me to say after?
That is the way you walk out too.
What else did you want me to do? I said, babe, is there anything else you want to talk about? I said, so how else are you feeling? Is there anything else you're feeling? I said all I had to say.
You ain't say all that.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't hear.
See, of course you didn't. And then you was like, I said everything I had to say. I was like, oh,
I did at that moment. And then you said, "Well, what is it?" And then I said hormones or some shit. And then you just like, okay.
no, that was that.
So you
It did.
you're wrong.
After you said hormones, I paused and I was like, so is there anything else you want to say? And then you was like, no, I said it all, and was walking in the closet doing your thing. I was like,
But sometimes the same way you want me to brush
closed
your hair
mouth don't
every
get fed, but I say
night. No,
it.
no, no, wait. Sometimes we're not the same. We're not the same species. Sometimes just do a little extra. Like, babe, just hug me. God, dog. Just like wrap me up
Listen, listen, listen,
in a
listen,
blanket
listen,
and
listen to me.
like a
Listen
burrito
to
or
me.
something.
How do you expect me to
I'm
get?
telling you now.
And then I go to hug, and then it'll be that time I go to hug. Get off me! I don't want no hug.
Say
Get your ass out of here. See, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck are we supposed to
oh shit.
do?
Oh my god. Nah, but for real. Just try it. So what if I just
No, hell
I got
no. Man,
I gonna push you away?
get your ass out of here with that bullshit, man. I asked you, I was like, "Babe, so anything else you want to talk about? How you feeling about this?" I said everything I need to say, and then I got the fuck on. And then you mad 'cause
It's like you just don't get it. You know,
after you tell me you said everything you had to say. Guess what that means to me? Conversation is over. What you want me to do? Sit there and just look stupid?
no. This
So I got the hell on. What?
okay, well I'm telling you next time
No, I ain't gonna listen. Hey,
if that happens.
you say what you mean and mean what you say. That's what. Because you better get off off that shit. But all right. So
Me.
another thing
On.
that makes a woman marriage material is financial responsibility. If he tells your ass don't spend that money right then, please, for the love of God, do not spend it. Or
You know what?
or
Be communicative about your money. Plain and simple.
yeah, I yeah,
If y'all gonna have your own money, then say that.
right. I agree with that.
There shouldn't be no secret about money.
Yeah.
when you're married. No,
Yeah, I
it
agree with
shouldn't
that.
be no secret. If he don't have it, I got it. If I don't have it, he got it. It's just a team effort, basically.
Right. I agree.
A lot of people will just so he ain't got to know nothing about my business.
That's the dumbest shit in the world.
If I just came out and said, "Babe, I'm going to get my feet done" or whatever, and then he'll be like, "You need me to pay for it" or whatever, he'll probably pay for it anyway. But I'm not going to just openly say it without having it. And so if I have it, I'm gonna go and say it. Like
Right.
it, there's just no secrets. There shouldn't be no secrets
Right.
about money.
At all. Yeah, y'all should be.
Women need to know that they're supposed to have their own stash, but if that's your husband, he ain't gonna try to overpower you or
Fellas have your
shit.
own shit too,
Have your own shit too.
so you can do what it is you want to do outside of the bills. Outside of making sure the bills are taken care of and your lady is taken care of, Clarence. After outside of that, make sure you have a little something to be able to do something for yourself. Get you a shape up, get you a brand new outfit. You know what I mean? Make sure you clean out here. You know what I mean? Make sure you can do something for you. What up, Gigi? I see you. Um, make sure you're able to do that as well. You know. So another thing that makes a woman marriage material is understanding partnership. Right now in society, there is a plethora of what can you do for me, especially for women. I hear, we hear more often than not. Um,
Not only that, but go ahead.
okay,
I'll feed off of that. What you
okay.
saying?
So, more often than not, we hear women say, "A man got to be able to do this, this, and this to just get some time with me." He got to be able to pay for um, my uh, babysitter, my hair, my nails, and shit like that to go out.
Buy my kids food.
Yeah, and things like that, just to go out on a date. Before we even get to the marriage part. You know what I mean? Or I hear shit like, "Oh, when you hear, what do you bring to the table? I am the table. What the fuck is on the table? Like, what are we doing right now?" You know what I mean? Like that's bullshit. You know, I think there's a lot of women who feel like man's worth is in his pocket. He's not worth anything if he can't give and give and give and give. But there's no, they take, but they don't give back. They don't. There's no reciprocity. They aren't giving anything. They don't know. I think there's a plethora of women that know what to expect from a man, or were told what to expect from a man, what a man's supposed to give, but never what to what they're supposed to give to a man.
We just saw an example of that as well. There was a video where the woman was on the phone with her mom and she was complaining because her husband or significant other wanted home cooked meal.
Hmm.
And she was just like telling her mom, "No, I'm not cooking for this man. He's not my husband." Yeah, she was just they weren't
Absolutely,
married,
Tip.
but they lived together. And she was like telling her mom, "No, I'm not cooking for this man. I don't got no ring on my finger." But she was expecting him to take care of her kids.
Hmm.
They don't even have kids together.
Hmm.
She expects him to take care of her kids and provide and stuff like that, but she couldn't make him a home cooked meal.
Madness.
That's you don't need to be with nobody right
Listen, I'm gonna tell you where I was in my life when we met. I knew she had kids. I had kids. I came in the door with the conversation we've had. I knew where her kid's father, how her kid's fathers moved. So I was like, all right. I came in the door with.
now. He came in the door having to provide to show his provision. And we were just talking about this the other day. It was a test because they ain't never
You can go ahead and tell them what.
No, we're not going to
Listen, but this is
details
listen.
tonight.
This is what we should be doing. We should be going into detail. We shouldn't be.
But
Because you what? It makes you feel embarrassed.
like
This is part of this is part of the journey. See. The people need to hear that type of shit.
okay.
All right, come on,
So
come on. Shit.
damn.
See, look, facts. Everybody, you know what I mean? See, no,
But so he came into the picture having to provide to show his provision right away because it was crazy. It was crazy how things were going. I was in school for massage therapy.
correct.
We met. He was at my house all the time.
She was working as well.
I was going to school. I was working. I had 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And this always happened when I was at school.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be in the house, and you would call. You was calling me up. One day, the water went off.
See, I have my own place. Oh, I just wanted to let them know. Yeah,
Dang!
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
One day the water went off. One day the lights went off. One day the landlord came and knocked it.
This should happen in like a week, week and a half time.
Within a week. Within a week.
Now
And I was just like, yo, what is going on?
now mind you,
Dead ass thing. I dead ass was like, yo, what is you doing to my house? What was you doing something to my house? I think you were doing because that ain't never happened.
Listen, and the craziest shit in the world, the craziest shit is this. And the craziest shit in the world is this. We hadn't been together a month yet.
Not even a month.
I was living in Wesley Place. She was living in uh off of North Main and shit. North Main. Yeah. Off North Main and shit. So I was going to her house. Sometime I get off work, go home, shower, then go to her house. Sometimes I go straight from work to her house. But so I was at the times that I was at. There were times I was at her house where the first time I was in there chilling and shit, and uh I'm getting ready to get in the shower because I stayed the night the next night. I was getting ready to go to work, and I'm like, what? So either way it go, I'll put the water on in my name at her house.
Not only that, he showed up to the house that night with jugs of water because I dead ass was like, oh, he probably not coming back. It's over for this relationship. But
I did sure.
stuff. It didn't even tell me. So I was just like, I was totally shocked that you even showed up to my house with jugs of water.
It's just heavy as a bitch too.
Then dug your hand in the ground
with some pliers. Turn the fucking water back on. I was in there. I was in the earth. I had my both arms in the earth, past the elbow, for about 45 minutes trying to twist that shit. Am I lying? Okay, all
right. I think everybody knows how you got.
Yeah, and then I went on it. Once I turned the water on manually, I went and put the water on and
you put the water on. You put the lights in your name, and
then
I think we moved in with you.
No, because the reason why they moved in with me because another time I was at the house. This is within like I'll say a 9-day period. I'm at the house. I think the kids are going to school. Another time I'm getting ready to either I'm off that day and I'm spending it at your house and you at the school, or I'm getting ready to go to work. And the landlord knocked on the door, and I'm like, said, "Well, she my." Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So. All right. So I ain't gonna blow you up, but she was like, such and such and such and such, and I was like, so how much is she behind? And it was like, oh, I was like, all right. So I moved them in with me, and then like I said, it was just test. Uh, and like I said, I came in the game. Yeah, I came in the game thrown into it. You know what I mean?
And break was get calls from the school.
Yeah, and I had to go pick her.
Can you go get my
Again, we haven't been together. We haven't been together 2 months yet. Like, damn, I'm going to pick up. I'm going to pick up our daughter now from the school.
clear?
Look, I'm pick. Look, I had the sex talk with her. She was,
Oh yeah. See, he
and
talks to her about the birds and the bees.
the craziest shit was she was when we started talking. She turned around. She went, "Are we having a talk?" I was like, "Well, I guess we are." So
No, it's funny.
just buckle up. It is terrible. It's terrible for me. I promise it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I promise it's just terrible.
It's been a journey. It really has. It really has. But we talk about how we started out
Yeah.
pretty often, and I think it's a motivation for a lot of people.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to want to. You know what I'm saying? You have to want to. So another thing that makes a woman
marriage
marriage
material.
material. As that's what you need to be tagging now.
Oh Lord,
No, no, you're going past it.
just put it up to the center. This is
Okay.
it right here.
Okay. So is understanding that marriage requires sacrifice from both people. That is that's another thing that makes a woman. If a woman knows that it's teamwork makes the dream work, that would also and then like it really depends on what that man really needs. He may not need a lot. You know what I mean? He may just need words of affirmation to give him.
And you know what? Sometimes women have to learn how to let men be men. That's a big thing too. Because yeah, we get into these relationships. The man isn't exactly how we see fit in a lot of different areas, and we just try to mold him, and we try to um, just kind of mold the whole relationship,
Mhm.
take control, and that's not good either because that could be taken away from him. And so we have to learn that as
You
women.
know what?
Let that man be a man. We are not your mother. We're not your
You know what? You know
we're
what?
not your
You
mother.
know, to that, I think a lot of women start dating a man based on the potential they see in him that he may not see for himself. And that ultimately leaves them disappointed in the fact that, oh, he wasn't what I thought he. Who the fuck did you think he was? You didn't even ask him what he thought he. You just went along with what you thought he could be, but you didn't ask him what he thought he could. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of women that find themselves disappointed in their own um, fantasies, as opposed to really paying attention to what this man is saying and how this man is moving. What up, cuz? Um, and now you are disappointed because he didn't meet this these uncommunicated expectations you had in this dream scenario you had of what he could be. Because in his head, he has another dream for himself. And his dream for him has nothing to do with you. You're there to support that dream, if that's the case. But you can't make him change into what you want him to be if that's not what he sees for himself. I think that's where a lot of women go wrong at as far as their relationships. You know, when they meet a man, he's showing you who he is, and you still, oh, well, I think he could be this. Motherfucker, did he show you that?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If he didn't show you what you saw, then you probably need to pay attention to what it is he's showing you so you can probably figure out how to support that one. You know what I mean? So what doesn't make a woman marriage material?
What does it? Oh, we was on that. Okay. Refusing to be accountable, believing a man should finance a lifestyle she refuses to contribute toward.
Mm.
Oh,
Yo, hold on. Let's pause on that quick. Yo, let's
let me say it again for the people in the back. Believing that a man should finance a lifestyle she refuses to contribute toward.
listen to
You too
me.
excited.
No, I'm not. I'm going to speak slow, and I'm going to speak with proper diction. Listen to me, ladies. You can't expect him to give you a life you have not experienced because you can't give it to yourself. Say this to young men all the time. On the first date, not the first meetup, not the first link up, not the first time we hang out, but the first date, explain to her beforehand you want her to pick the spot out and let's go Dutch. So you can see how she treats herself.
Can I say something?
Hold on. Because that way you'll know if she's into you for real. That's first. Because she agrees to go Dutch and still wants you to come hang out and still wants you to come with her and she still wants you to come to the date. That lets you know she's there for you. That's first. And not for a free meal. Secondly, it also gives you the opportunity to see how she treats herself and either meet it or exceed it. And if she agrees to go Dutch, when you get there, you pay for everything because now you know she's not there just for the money. Now go ahead.
So, what if a man is willing to do that just voluntarily?
You see what happened with Yada in there? Yada man or Yada Yada, whatever the hell his name is. That's what happens with that. That's what
Yeah,
happens with that.
there are those
That's what
things.
happens with that.
No, not all the
But if a man's willing to do that off the top, then he wants control.
time.
There's a certain level of control he's going to have to have. Because I'm willing to do this. That means again we was talking about that earlier. Shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do. Because now you're doing what the fuck I'm. You want your bills paid and you want to be taken care of. You shut the fuck up and allow me to pay your bills and whatever happens after that. You ain't got nothing to say because you getting taken care of. You know what I mean? Like that's not a partnership. You know what I mean? That's not how that works out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm gonna say it, and that's only because I've actually experienced that.
Sure.
Flaws.
Exactly.
There's flaws.
Because now you're not the only one. You're dealing with several other motherfuckers getting the same treatment. So you think it's just you? Oh no. And then the other ones might be doing extra shit that you're not doing. You know what I mean? You never know what the hell he got going on. Because I mean he's paying everything.
It is. I think it does uh, all boil down to them. That man wanting control.
All right. So another thing a woman that doesn't make a woman marriage material is constantly comparing her relationships to social media. Listen to me.
Listen, social
No, I'm gonna let you handle that. Yeah, listen, motherfucker, motherfucker.
social media is the devil. When it comes to relationships, you it, it's the devil.
Listen, I will say
It
this.
really is.
If you believe
It
in a
can
minute
it
that
can
the shit you see on social media is really real life, you got life fucked up, son. There's been so many instances of people getting caught slipping on social media because you're thinking that they're living the life that they're posting or pretending to do on social media. Oh, my relationship is this. My relationship is this. The whole time this nigga is looking at you sideways like, I can't wait to get away from this bitch because fuck this shit I'm out. You know
mm,
what I mean? You know, we see it every day. Listen, when you turn off, listen, this is what people don't get. When you get off the computer, and you get off your phone, and you stop recording, you have to look at yourself and your partner in the mirror. You look your partner in his face and yourself in the mirror, and that's the real. That's the reality. You know what I mean? All this social media shit, I mean, games y'all playing. Look, the two people you see right here, we're the same on camera as we are off. And for the people that know me, y'all know I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I am exactly who the fuck I say I am. On or off camera, baby. Hey. And guess what? I don't give a shit if you like it or not. Because I don't run around here for likes. I grew up without social media.
mm, that's
Yeah, hilltop. Yeah. Uh, mm, mm, mm.
say that. I wish I would have grew up with y'all.
Oh, you don't? I promise you don't. We wouldn't be married.
I,
I know. Oh, just know that. Just know that.
how you know?
And listen, you wasn't out there. We were.
Oh no.
Probably have 7 kids right
Oh.
now. Shit. Another thing is treating independence as it's an inability to compromise. So what people fail to realize about marriage is interdependent. There is no independency in a marriage. There is individualism. You can
Yes.
still be who you are. So you know you don't necessarily have to change your moral code or anything like that. You're still supposed to be growing, but you can still be who you are. Um, but there's no
Yeah. I got to let my husband know, and I got to let my wife know. That shit is real.
that shit is absolutely motherfucking real.
It's
Son.
just something that you have to do.
You have to because every decision you make affects the other person.
It really, yeah.
It really does. Every decision you
That's
make,
something that
she's still working on it. Everybody,
nah, but
nigga, I know it hurts.
I'm just the type of person that do it by myself. I could do it, but we still married. Like, you know, I want us to
you know what happens when she do it by herself?
what?
More often than not, they'd be like, doom, 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 doom,
So what?
and I gotta clean that shit up. So what in my ass? Fuck out of here.
Still did it.
Yeah, and then she'd be like, doom, doom, sound like Eddie Murphy's aunt falling down the stairs in the lyric. Oh Lord, help me, please, Lord. Doom, doom. I'm almost at the bottom of the stairs, Lord. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, my wig, Lord. Doom. That's how that shit sound when you do some shit without me. And I tell your ass, especially when I'm telling you before, because you don't listen.
You be like, oh, I got to live with it.
And you don't you have patience, and then so you don't have patience, and you jump out the window and
That's it.
yeah, no, hell no. Then I gotta clean the shit up that you fucked up because you done bust your whole ass trying to do some shit you shouldn't have did in the first place.
Well, I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, I bet the fuck you are. Next time I'm gonna let your ass fall out the window.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna just look at you. You alright? Now crawl back in the house.
That's crazy. You ain't never seen me fall. You always see me on the ground.
I see you after, or I hear the sound. So you're like, no! Like,
Like
And you just be looking at me all stupid.
you broke my fall when it was drunk coming from bananas.
Yeah,
Broke my fall.
I did. Cause I'm the
And
motherfucker that
then when you had to clean up after me.
yo, let me tell y'all this mother no. Listen, but this is how I knew what it was.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
so look, we are this is our third date.
And I said,
No, I'm gonna tell this
"Yeah,
motherfucking story. This is our third
don't
date.
exaggerate it. So
I'm gonna tell the whole shit. This is our third date. She came to the house, right? I'm living in Wesley Place. So I was like, hey, you want a drink? She's like, yeah. So we go to the store, the Sphinx. We go to the Sphinx, and I get two tall Budweisers. This motherfucker gets two tall
for
Four Locos. I looked at her, I was like, oh,
thank you.
so that's what you're doing? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh. So you think
I'm happy.
I was like, so you think you tough? She's like, I can handle myself. Cool, baby. So we drink. She drank her two Four Locos. I drink my two Budweisers. And then we go to bananas. We getting bananas. She's drinking rum and Coke and Budweisers.
What a night.
And I'm drinking Budweisers and Crown. But she is now mind you, the two 24-ounce Four Locos set the party off for her. I'm talking about she is gas, no all gas, no brakes. She is she had two or three rum and cokes at bananas.
God. God.
And two Budweisers. We get back to my house. We
That's
chilling, we
broke
watching.
my fall.
No, yeah, we're on the way to it. Yeah, on the way back to my house. So we get to the house. We chilling on the couch watching the movie. She says, I gotta use the bathroom.
Uh,
I was like, okay, well go ahead and use the bathroom. So I'm chilling and shit, and I hear splash, doom doom, splash, splash, boom doom, splash, doom doom, boom, doom doom, doom, boom doom, splash. And then I'm like, what the fuck is that? I open the bathroom door. She's standing up over the toilet, not hitting nothing in the toilet. She's throwing up on the toilet, on the side of the toilet, between the tub and the toilet. Just I'm like, yo, are you throwing up right now, sir? She's like, yes. And then no, wait, no. She had on some light colored jeans. So while she's throwing up, she had light colored jeans. All of a sudden, them jeans started getting dark. I was like, oh,
oh, Jesus.
wait a minute. Did you just piss on yourself?
That's the same way you said it, too.
She was like, yeah. And I was like, get your ass in the tub right now. So she in the tub, I done turned the water on and shit. I done took a cold wash them. I done cleaned up the bathroom, washed her ass,
Cleaned everything up, y'all.
washed her ass. And then,
I never had no man clean up my throw up.
and I never did that shit with nobody. So I cleaned her ass up,
God.
put her ass in some clothes and put her clothes in the washing machine and shit. Put them on the couch, put her ass to sleep. Next morning, she woke up all embarrassed and shit. You good, baby? I sent her home, and I went to work. On my way to work,
I felt comfortable. I'm for real.
I
I
went
was
to.
embarrassed.
Okay, well, you say I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So I went to work, sent her home, and on my way to work is when I was like, I think I'm
Oh,
gonna end up
shit.
marrying this one. And
That's crazy.
that's when I knew. You know what I mean? Say when a man knows, he knows. That's when I knew. Yeah, man. What up, E? But another reason a woman isn't marriage material is using sex, affection, children, or divorce as weapons. You raggedy bitches. When they use that, when they do that shit, when they do that shit, that is tragic.
Mm, mm,
You know what I mean? Like there are a plethora of women that use
That's
sex and affection and their children
that's
or
low.
divorce as a weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a low ball.
You know,
That's a no.
they cut the sex off and they're, you know, oh, you're not getting none, and then they get then they fuck around and find out they get mad because they got cheated on. What the fuck? You thought you was using that shit as a weapon, and it's free outside. See, it's free outside right now. This somebody ready to give it up today. This somebody daughter, somebody mama, somebody auntie, somebody grandma right now ready to bust that pussy open and tell her bring it back. They ready right now.
Okay, next. Yeah.
All right. So next is refusing accountability. There are a lot of women that do that. I think men are more accountable than women.
What?
However, there are some men that are not accountable.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think there are still
I think
more.
it's one more than the other though.
I do. I do.
That's you.
Yeah. Hey, listen. We have. We have. I have. We have a plethora of. I'm not gonna put the family into it. Yeah. You see how you roll your. Yeah. You know what I mean? You see how quickly that transpires? We know a plethora of motherfuckers that women that don't take accountability for this.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, I know that shit, right?
Keeping inappropriate relationships with other men.
Yo,
Uh,
yeah. See, and see, this goes back to what
well,
we.
I had a problem because
No,
they
no.
they automatically assume that I'm married and they don't want no smoke.
Listen,
I think it's the way you carry yourself.
I
It
agree
has a
with
lot to do with it.
I agree.
Like anytime that I was, working outside, working when I was working at Food Lion and especially in Charlotte, you would the old man would come up in there playing lotto and stuff.
And
And people automatically anywhere I go, people automatically assume that I'm married, and it's because of the way I carry myself. Like I don't fuck around. I don't. You could say hello to me. I'm gonna be like, yo, what up? Like it's not gonna be like that, but it's the way that I carry myself. So it has a lot to do with the way that you carry yourself, women.
I agree with that
That's going to
wholeheartedly.
give off to the person or other people where you stand at. Like just plain and simple.
Like
That's what I'm saying. That loyalty, that shit I don't fuck around with.
for me personally, I don't even have the face of somebody you want to talk to. You know what I mean? Like,
But we're not gonna go into it
yeah, because like
because you're a little different. You you
I'll say this:
you're a little
if
different.
somebody asks me, "Am I married?" and I say yes, and then they continue with some bullshit.
That's okay.
Yeah, then it's. Ooh, I actually love that part when
Yeah, but people actually still get around to complimenting you. Niggas don't fucking
listen,
they
and
look
look.
and then they look the other way.
There's nothing I can do about somebody compliment me. I just say hello. I appreciate it and keep that shit pushing. I
Don't
don't be
say
like,
shit. You don't.
oh
No,
hey,
we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play some of those games. Like you don't speak to strangers. Period.
listen.
You don't
And
speak.
somebody
If
say,
somebody tells me you want me to respond, girl, you looking good. You want me to respond?
if you say thank you,
Do you want me to respond?
if you say thank you, I don't
Not
care about that.
that. Because that's gonna be the opening right there.
No, it ain't.
They're gonna want more
If,
conversation.
look, if
Hey,
you
I'm
say
such
look, if I say thank you and keep it
a
pushing,
nah, yo. Straight up.
Because look,
Let me tell you.
if I say it's different for men and women. Because
No, it's not.
if a woman says, "Oh, I like your outfit," or "You look
Mm-mm.
good," I appreciate you, and I keep that shit pushing.
No.
Yes, I keep that
Say
shit
no.
pushing. I keep it pushing. Because like for me,
No.
for real, if somebody when I get complimented, I say thank you,
And
and
you're
I
not
keep
supposed to say
that shit
nothing.
pushing.
Don't say nothing. You can't speak.
Get
Fuck
the
that.
fuck out of
You
here.
can't speak. If a nigga, if there's a dude complimenting me, they don't. They want to look. They look, but then they look the other way.
Well, listen, more often than
If
not,
somebody come up to me right now and say, "Girl, you look good in them jeans" or some shit, listen.
you can say thank you and keep it pushing.
No,
Well,
because if I do, they're gonna be like, "Yo, let me talk to you."
no, nigga.
Exactly.
As long as you keep it pushing.
No, see,
See, and this is where I differ because I wish a bitch would say after I say thank you,
if
and
you
she
just don't speak, then we don't have the problem.
saying thank you
Oh,
is
okay.
is a human response to somebody saying you look nice.
Just like Tootie say, nope.
Nope. Yep. She don't lie about shit. But all right, so and
Okay, so
another
we got that
reason,
out of the way. We're
yeah,
not talking to strangers.
no.
Oh,
All right, so
no.
expecting a husband to meet every emotional need is another way that a woman isn't marriage material. How you expect that man to meet every single emotional need?
It's not possible.
Some of that shit you need to handle yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck you think is going on out here?
It's not possible.
He cannot. He can't even meet all his emotional needs. What makes you think he's gonna be able to meet all of yours?
Because when you flip that shit around, we can't meet all of yours.
Correct.
Why? Because y'all thinking about sex like 5,000 times a day. Hell no.
Listen, you want us to be fucking y'all or somebody else?
I'm just saying, we can't. We can't meet your needs every single time.
Emotional needs has nothing to do with sex.
Your emotions be sex.
No, it don't. What? That's physical. Physical needs is sex. Emotional needs.
You're
You can,
emotional. You're feeling horny all the time.
but we need physical interaction to get that off. That has nothing to do with the emotion. Nothing to do with it at all.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you say that, but that is physical. Sex is a physical thing. What you want me to
Just like that. What's
be
that?
having sex like this?
That TLC program with My Strange Addiction. I don't know if it's real or not, but the guy that be humping air.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh.
I don't watch that type of shit. All right. So another reason a woman isn't marriage material is being a good woman automatically makes you a good wife. You can be a good woman and a trash wife. I promise you can. Well, I cook, I clean, I wash his clothes, I fold his clothes, and you're emotionally unavailable. And you don't communicate well. And uh you talk to them all right. You know what I mean? Like whatever you think a good woman is, there's if you believe that being a good woman, because you don't cheat, cook, you clean, wash clothes, make you a good wife, you're forgetting about his emotional needs. Do you pray for that man? Do you ask him how he's feeling mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Are you willing to be able to hear that? Are you willing to be able to take constructive criticism? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to uh, listen without uh,
Are you patient?
patience? Say that shit. You know what I mean? And another reason you're not a wife material is you want the wedding more than you want the marriage. Because you can have the greatest wedding in the world, but after this is what Disney don't tell y'all. This is what Disney don't tell y'all. After the happily ever after, after the wedding, happily ever after is a fucking myth. You got to get that record for happily ever after. You got to get to work. They don't. The Disney don't show you that shit. Instagram don't show you that shit. Facebook don't show you that shit. TikTok don't show you that shit. The work. It's work. And I say it with a capital K. Work. Bitch ass niggas. Yeah, I mean, it's work.
They
We in here, man. We might as well. We in here.
get up with two.
Yeah, we sure the fuck are. Okay, so this is what would you marry you self-assessing?
Would you marry you self-assessed? So,
What would your point?
would you want to be married to someone who communicates with you the way that you communicate? No.
Yes, would love for you to
But that's
communicate.
why we work.
No, nigga, we work. Listen,
What?
I wish you communicated.
No, but this is why we work, because your strength is my weakness. So you bring it out.
Listen, as far as communication, we both need to be strong. That's it. Fuck that. We can worry about the strength and weaknesses in other portions. And communication needs to be, both of us need to be strong with that. Both. Fuck everything else. We can work on everything else. That communication is where we need to be at. That's what we need
Would
to
you
be.
tolerate your own attitude? Yes.
Will I tolerate my own attitude?
If I had an attitude like you,
What do you want?
stop.
What's my attitude? You tell me what my attitude is.
Fuck everything.
No, it's not
Fuck it
my
all to hell.
no, my attitude is not fuck
Yes,
everything.
it is.
My attitude is fuck everything I can't control. If I can't control it,
You be like, every time, you be
if I
like,
can't control it, it doesn't hold weight because it. Listen, I'm not going to concern myself with shit I can't control.
okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I would want that. I want us to be able to not worry about shit we can't control. You goddamn right. If I can't control it, don't I don't even if I can't control it. You know what I mean? Because what another motherfucker do ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if it's what somebody else do, because I can't control what you do, baby. Only thing I can control is how I react to. So yes, absolutely, I would want.
Read that next
Would you trust yourself?
one. Yep.
Yeah, I trust myself.
Would you be comfortable with your own friendships?
Yes, absolutely, without question. Because my circle's smaller than the ant's asshole. I love it. My, my circle is.
Would you want to live with your own spending habits? Now, yes. I don't spend recklessly anymore. Together we do. But by myself, no.
When I was by myself, absolutely. Listen, bare necessities, baby. I had some paper stack.
To my house. You see my fridge? Well, I ain't had
That's
no.
because you didn't. That's
I
crazy
really
work.
had.
That's not necessities. You was trying to kill yourself.
No, I wasn't.
That shit was crazy. Um,
No, I wasn't.
would you want to live with your own spending habit? Oh, we did that, right? So would you feel
Emotionally
emotionally
safe
safe?
with yourself?
Hell yeah. I would. With me? Absolutely.
Yes? I'll say yes. Right, you look at me like that.
How are you gonna feel emotionally safe with yourself if you won't even communicate your emotions?
'Cause
Let it marinate.
huh?
Let it marinate. Holy shit.
Oh, that
Holy shit.
damn emotion.
Send help.
Do you forgive or do you keep bringing up the past?
The past is the past.
Yeah, the past is the
You
past.
know what I mean? I mean,
Why ain't fucking talking?
yeah.
Anyway,
I make jokes
no, get the
because my past is my
nah.
past is tragic as hell. My past is tragic as hell, baby. My
Can you
past is
accept
tragic.
criticism? Yes. Don't look at me.
Can you accept criticism
Yes.
without saying, "Oh, the reason I did it is because of this"?
What?
Huh?
I accept criticism. Yes.
Okay, well let's rewind then. All right, so yeah, yeah. So like I said, I had to tighten your ass up the other day when you was like when I was like, no, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
But I know I said something to you about you being on your phone like this. He's like, well, the reason I am is because of you. No, no,
What?
no, no.
So where was the criticism?
When I told you, I think we was talking about I think it was doing the workouts or
I think I remember the conversation. I just forgot where it came from. I can accept
oh
criticism.
no, talking about the conversations about
I can accept criticism. Am I thinking of something in the back of my head? Yes. Because why is criticizing me?
well then that clearly
I can accept it.
clearly you, you
Do
just
I like it? No.
you just made my point,
No, I didn't.
ma'am.
Can you admit when you're wrong? Absolutely.
Now I will give you that. Well, no, you'll get quiet. You'll shut the fuck up when you're wrong. You won't act like you nothing happened. And then I see you shaking your head over there in the cut. You be like, you won't admit it, but you'll be like, you admit it to yourself. Yes, the same shit like we was talking about. The same conversation from the other day when I said no, you gotta eat your own shit like I gotta eat mine, and
But
you were sitting there like, and
so what
then,
do you do?
and then
You
no, I said just like I gotta eat this, and you were right about it. I said you gotta eat yours, and you was sitting there like this, and then enjoyed it.
you do this thing more often than not.
You know,
Listen to what I'm saying though.
right? So that you too can be held accountable. Because
Not
I will hold myself accountable, which I don't mind holding myself accountable. I listen. I can eat my doo doo.
babe. I'm just saying the one specific time when I had to tell you something and you was wrong about it. And you was just like, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying though. Listen to what I'm saying though. That's your
No, no,
favorite
no.
line.
The
And then
same.
later on you was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, look. The same shit happened the other day with the same conversation. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I have to eat that. But just like you have to eat that. And he was like, well, I'm only doing that because of you. No, don't try to tighten yourself up. No, hell no,
So
nigga.
that leads into what? Do you know how to fight fair?
Yes, absolutely. I know how to fight.
We about to wrap it up because my
No,
battery gonna die.
no, it's an energy saver turned on. We good.
It's still gonna be low. It's
No,
still
it's
going
good.
fast. Are you bringing peace or constantly bringing chaos? I always bring peace into the home. Yes, I do.
95% of the time, I agree with
Yes,
you. 95% of the time, I agree.
because you could be a fireball, firecracker.
I just misunderstood.
Are you actually ready for marriage or simply tired of being single? Shit, if we ain't ready by now.
Mm.
Hmm.
All right, so
But the uncomfortable. uncomfortable question. Are you looking for someone who possesses qualities that you haven't developed yourself? That's a good question because a lot of times people are looking for those qualities that are missing within themselves. They want the other person to supplement those qualities. Yes? No? You agree? Listen, we ain't got time.
I do to a degree.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain areas I wish we were completely aligned in, especially communication. Um, but I think I've hardened you where you needed to be hardened. You've softened me when I needed to be soft at. You know what I mean? So I think that's where our balance is.
Yeah.
You know, because you wouldn't say no for shit for a long time. Oh no, I'm no for everything. Damn near. And now,
No.
now, like I said, now I'm a little bit more yes than I am no. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, still fuck that shit for me. There's a lot of fuck that shit for me. Um, you know, so where you are right now, would you marry yourself today?
Yes.
Yeah, I would too. I would marry me today. What makes you
Kidding.
marriage material?
Hmm?
What makes you marriage material?
Just the fact of where I've grown from and where I'm trying to go. Like I have a purpose. I have a good head on my shoulders. Mm, oh, boy. Mhm.
Um,
For the most part, I think I'm a good individual. A good
well,
citizen.
what makes me marriage material? I think right now is I'm well aware of what it takes to be. Uh, I can hold myself accountable for my shortcomings in my leadership. I can readily admit, June,
Okay.
what's up, Big June? Um, I can readily admit where um, I'm weak at and I need to be stronger at. Uh, also communicative. I think I have emotional stability. I think I have emotional maturity because I'm always trying to figure out when you're going through something, how can I support you? I'm always asking. Um, hey man, I'm glad you are, dog, because we've been out here for about an hour now. You check the whole show out. Yeah, hour and a half. Check the whole show out. Um, all right. So, what makes you difficult to marry?
Mm,
Yeah. So, it makes you difficult to marry. I can tell you. No, but you go ahead. What makes you difficult?
that's a lot because you always be like, you
What
make it
makes
easy.
you difficult to
You
marry?
always tell me you make it easy. You always
Certain
say
things,
that.
yes.
So, uh, my uh, wanting to be too independent,
What else?
wanting to just hold things in all the time. That's it. That's it. Just that's it. You agree? Good. Okay. Next.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Next.
So what would make me difficult to marry? There's no gray area. It's this or it's that. It's nothing else. Um, I think the level of accountability I have for myself, a lot of people don't have for
You
themselves.
said difficult now.
This is let me finish it. And that's difficult for a lot of people. The level of accountability I have. I think I can hold people far more accountable than they can hold themselves. Uh, I think that I don't have the tact to give soft accountability. I don't. I'm blunt force trauma with the accountability. It's this. I don't give a fuck why you say it is this. It's still this.
No.
It's not that I don't have any couth. It's just that I am direct. And
Yeah, but when I'm direct, you don't like that shit.
this is
It's too
look. There's a difference between being direct and being aggressive. Now, because aggression gets when you're aggressive, you'll get aggressive. You'll get aggression back.
What's aggressive and what's direct?
You don't know. You got a little more work to do.
Babe.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of direct, and I'm gonna give you an example of aggressive. This example is
Real quick, real
this,
quick, because we about to wrap it
yeah.
up.
This is an example of direct. The chicken was dry, direct, right to the point.
Okay.
This is aggressive. That motherfucking chicken was dry. Now you get aggressive.
Okay. When have I spoken like that?
I check it immediately.
Aggressive.
I check it immediately.
Okay. Well, yeah, when we're in the
Uh,
midst of
yeah.
a heated
Okay.
debate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But
That's.
I think that it goes both ways.
I
And
don't.
that
No.
that
You only get
only
aggression from me. Yeah. I'm about to say you only get aggression from me when I'm being aggressive. When you're being aggressive, that's when you get it.
sometimes the New York comes out.
So does mine. But you to
Hey,
watch
you
it.
from South Carolina?
No, the fuck I'm not. But I've been here long enough to. I'm both. But so like whenever you get sliding sideways, I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? And whenever you start, hey, because you don't like me to be direct, because direct makes you feel like I'm being aggressive. No,
But I
it's just blunt.
well, I don't say nothing when you be direct.
Yes, you do, because you get aggressive.
I only say that because you don't like when I get direct and aggressive.
No, but see, again, there's the difference.
You like to see it when it's going to somebody
No,
else.
again, the difference is direct and aggressive are not the same thing.
But if I
I don't care.
say
I want you to
something
be
an
direct.
octave higher,
No, but like when you told me that one time, I need to step up. I need to step my game. That was direct. It was calculated. It was blunt, and it hit me on top of my motherfucking head. Yes, because that's what I mean when I say direct. You know what I mean? That shit was exactly boom right there on the top of the head, bitch.
right.
You know what I mean? That's direct.
So in closing, because we about to wrap this thing
Hell
up.
yeah,
We've
because
been
I got a
together
pee.
for a long time tonight. We are making up for lost time.
We have been.
We started early tonight, so usually we do 10
Hey,
to 11.
yeah. So we done did
So
9 to
we
10:40. I ain't mad at it. So all right. So closing statement for you. Okay. Why hasn't someone married? Oh shit. Before you ask why haven't someone married me, ask yourself
I met me, would I marry me?
because marriage isn't just about finding the right person.
It's about becoming the kind of person someone else can safely build a life with.
And that is all for this evening. What aggression usually comes from frustration and not being able
Able
to
to
express yourself.
express.
Well, that's a fact too. But if you can't express yourself after being asked to express yourself, and you don't know how to click, you don't know how to get it together to express yourself, you explode.
But that's the thing, because we both have that can click off at any time.
I only click
We
off
just
when
have to understand
when
things.
there is aggression.
Look, you like to see me click off with other people's advice.
If they have made you click off, yes, give it to them exactly how you want to give it to them, and I'll be waiting just in case. Just see that look, I'll be waiting on that. Cause now I'm looking. Cause if you start clicking on, I'm looking at exits, how many people they came with, and like, hey, that's the Pine Meadows in me. I be looking like how many people you came with, where the exits are, what weapons I got next to me. If it's more than five, listen, we been outside already. You know what I mean? But yo, so next week, make sure y'all tune in next week.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna be doing the same bat time, same bat channel.
10 o'clock p.m.
We might do it at 9. 9, we got a lot more responses.
Listen.
9, we got a lot more responses.
Anyway,
We did. We're gonna tag everybody that came in through tonight. June, we're gonna tag you and the missus, tag y'all up in it so y'all can be involved. More married couples, more people who done been through the motherfucking the gauntlet of marriage, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows.
yeah, we're gonna plan our couples, kind of like a couples retreat.
Coming up
Soon.
soon, yeah.
So just listen out. So we have a lot of things going on. If you need notaries, we notaries. If you need legal advice, we can help.
Absolutely.
So just hit us up.
If you need marital advice, hit us up on
Email us. Hold on. Well, no. Venom Vision, Venom Vision, the podcast at gmail.com. If y'all
They
can
still
hit
got
us up,
18 years in the game.
but
You
y'all
know?
can hit us up on social medias as well. And we thank y'all for tuning in.
Later.
God bless. Good night.
You got a pee-pee.
Thank